We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, Porter throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Porter connecting here with DJ Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Porter. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Between those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throwing on 1st down. Porter. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
57, Mike 57.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bengals 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This time to the tailback. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. His throw incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's going to and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 28, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down. Porter, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Burrow on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To number 81.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
The score tied.
These two teams all tied after 1. They'll run on first down. Raymond. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Porter. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On 1st and 10, Porter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good.
The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a give right side. Raymond. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw on second down. Porter. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Porter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tucker McCann.
On now, Tucker McCann. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. McCann's kick up and good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. A great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Porter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Porter. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Twisting away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
To number 81.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Bengals 1st down.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
To the air again, Burrow. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
McCann set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. And Burrow going to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st down, it's Burnett. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The ball carrier.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie us at 24. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Porter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Porter. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 11.
11 yards there, first down.
Bengals.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Burnett. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. David Njoku. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Porter looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
57, Mike, 57. No chance.
From the gun, Porter. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Porter firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Raymond. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 26-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Porter going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Porter. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he puts it through.
Ties the game, 31-31.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, it's Burnett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Burrow on play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
That's the reason we bought for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st down, Porter. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bengals 45, Jaguars 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Porter looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Porter. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run the counter. Burnett. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Porter. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
But
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.